And good evening. We have arrived. So let's see if y'all can see me and we'll get a move on. So tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, 8 inches of snow in upstate New. Okay. Holly says 5x5, staying alert. Tom checks to mix. Let's see if we get a few more. Scrapper, Judy, Joseph. Make sure we got Rosie, Amish, and Jennings. Okay, cool. You guys can all see me. Happy Saturday night, guys. The last weekend before Thanksgiving. I cannot believe the year is all close to over already. Getting a little silly. So Mrs. P and I decided today was going to be the day to start decorating. So we got the trees up. She literally 20 minutes ago finished putting ornaments up on the trees. So getting that done, I got God knows how much more. I'll be doing that all week. Because personally, I'm one of those people that likes my house to look like Santa's workshop around Christmas. I always think it looks so pretty. It's just something there. Already got a few Christmas cards from you guys that are already hung up around the front door, starting with that one. So thank you to those of you who have sent me Christmas cards. I'm getting all that going. But that's been the extent of today. It was running into town, grab the last few things, like I said this morning, that I needed for Thanksgiving so we can get all that stuff done. And the house looks like a hurricane hit it right now with boxes all over the place and God knows what, Christmas tree and ornaments and garland and all this sort of stuff. So that was about it. Not a whole lot going on here. I've seen a few of you guys have asked me how PBJ's doing. She's okay. It turned out she did not break her foot. She did not break her collarbone. They think she's got a couple of torn ligaments in her feet and her foot, which is the same foot she messed up last year. So I'm thinking to myself, she's going to have a field day when she gets older, but hopefully she'll heal up okay. Hasn't got the details. If she has, I haven't talked to her since Thursday, I think. Hasn't got anything from the insurance company as of yet. So still waiting on that because then she's got to find a vehicle and do all that sort of fun stuff. So, but yes, we are happy she's okay. It's not going to affect school. And like I said many times, a car can be replaced. It still drives me nuts. She's like, Dad, I was so worried what you were going to say. I'm like, are you okay? Yes. All right. Not going to affect school. No. Good. It's a car. It's not going to be the last one you ever buy in your life. Trust me. It's not like she had a 57 Chevy she was driving around. So, but RL, her airbags did go off, or at least she said that they did. So, but obviously they deflate. So who knows? But you don't have airbags at your feet. So who knows? I mean, I wasn't there. I'm just going off of what she said. So, and pear wine finally finished up the other day, and I got that all bottled. So that was the 7th one that we've made this year. And this one's sweet. Mrs. P thought it was a little too sweet when I made it. It's settling down a little bit now that it's bottled. I mean, it's aged 3 days at this point. So, but yes, so that was that. So sweets and dries and reds and whites and everything, but it's good. I'd say it tastes like pear nectar, but pretty good there. So, all right. I'll keep my yapping short tonight so we can get into this. As you guys know, we have a couple of big prizes tonight to give away. The first one being the EUI bike, the new model. This thing is pretty cool, guys. For me, I'd need to be a little shorter, but like I said in the video the other day, if you're not a giant, it's a good bike. But dual motors on it, high quality, everything, gears, brakes. I love the fact the battery's removable. That is a really cool feature. Can't believe nobody ever thought of that one before. But so that's the first thing we're going to give away. And then the second one is the Lion Cooler. We've given this away, probably 3 or 4 times before. And of course, Elliot's got a nice discount on that thing at 50% off. So a couple of people will get something to put under the Christmas tree tonight. So we'll remind everybody because I go through comments and check. There were 2 criteria. You had to put in your comment from, what was it, Monday afternoon, I think it was. No, what is it? Wednesday, somewhere there, about 3 days ago. I don't know, days all run together anymore. 2 things had to be in there. The state in which you live in, a city is not a state, guys, has to be in the lower 48, and the letter X has to show up somewhere in your comment. That was what it took to be a valid entry. As you guys know, it's must be present to win. So hopefully whoever's there or whoever's name I call is here, and we will get that through. I will remind everybody, as usual, don't just disappear after we draw the first name, because we've had it happen a lot of times where the person's not there. Okay, so, and then we draw a second name. Just reminding you. I will say for the umpteen millionth time, when I say and the moderators say no more comments, that means no more comments, okay? And we do this very simply. There are 2,322 of you in here. There's one of me trying to find the comment, trying to find that one person, okay? Hopefully you guys have made sure that your name matches from the comment section to the chat room. I'm not going to go check to see if they're different. You guys know how this all works. So we'll get in and draw, and we will see what we got. So let's get over here, and we will, if I can find it, there it is. Share that real quick. I'm going to make sure you guys can see it. Yes, you can. Okay, so there is the random comment picker. That is the link from the video from the other day. So let's see how many entries we had. I think there were like 1,800 and some odd comments. We do not include replies. It's primary comments only. We do not allow duplicates. Everybody gets 1 entry. So let's see what we got. Tick tock, tick tock. There's 500. There's 1,000. 15. 1,929 comments. All right. At this point, no more commenting. Moderators, please put that in there. Once we see the moderators have all said it, then we start tossing people for 7 days. Okay. Motimer said it. No more comments. Prep Rebel said it. Ashley said it. Bass Ackward said it. Robert has said it. Cat Lady said it. Robert said it again. All right. By now, you guys should understand no more comments. Anybody that comments after this point, we'll see you after Thanksgiving, which means you're going to miss out on what we're giving away on Tuesday, too, by the way, because there's another giveaway then. And don't forget, I'll give you one other thing. Starting next Saturday is the annual Me and Mrs. P Christmas trivia giveaway to all you guys. So you might want to keep quiet, because pretty much for every live stream from here through the end of the year, there's going to be a giveaway. So don't mess it up. All right, let's see what we got. We're going to pick our winner. Bonita 9942. Hello from Virginia. I am extremely happy with the election results. That is a valid entry. Bonita 9942. If you are here, you have just won yourself an EUI bike. You have until 9/12, Bonita, to say that you are amongst the living. All right, so we will. I'll take it back. We'll give you till 9:13 because it already tipped over to 9:10 that quick. All right, looking for Bonita from Virginia. Now, maybe remember, because there's the 90-second slow chat here, so she hasn't commented yet. Maybe she's waiting. We don't know, but we can look and see if let's YouTube change. Do 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 do. There we go. Participants. I do not see Bonita in here. Have to have a second drawing. But we will give Bonita until 9:13 to see if she is here. Being patient. And everybody's being good. I cannot believe this. We have not a single person getting tossed yet. Up, that I spoke too soon. Sorry, Janice. I guess we'll see you next Saturday. Have a nice week. So, and Rebecca is gone, and Mountain Girl's gone. Guys, no more comments is not a suggestion. It's exactly what it is. So I'm assuming the mods will take care of that. I'm looking at the StreamYard side, so I can't see it. But yeah, okay, I can already see that. Those are taken care of. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for cleaning that up. Bonita, we are getting down closer and closer to the end. By now, your 90 seconds are, we know that's not here. So hopefully somebody knows Bonita and has called her up because she's down into her last 60 seconds at this point. Said, you need to get on. It's an $1,900 bicycle. So on sale for $1,600, but really would suck getting up in the morning, go, oh my God, I forgot. Turn the thing on and 10 minutes in, go, you called my name and I wasn't there. That's why it's must be present to win. So, and that's why it's for subscribers only too. So, because I don't know if Bonita is or is not a subscriber, but that's why we do it that way, because I don't want the professional contest chasers coming in. All right, we are now certainly down to the last few seconds. I'm watching the clock. Back to country, just got here. You just got yourself tossed for 7 days too. Have a nice week. All right, we are finding a new name because Bonita is not here. So we will try this again. G Went 3904. Gwent, maybe. Greetings from Pennsylvania. There's one. You and Mr. and Mrs. P are extra special people. Gwen T 3904 from Pennsylvania. You have until 9:16. And Lauren is gone for a week. Mary Susan Napier is gone for a week. Guys, I'm not kidding. Okay. It's sorry. We've had this rule for over a year. By now, you should know it. Gwen is here. All right. Congratulations, Gwen. You won yourself a EUI bike. I will need you to email me your name, your physical mailing address, and your phone number. I have the bike in my possession, so I will be sending it to you. So I will get up to the UPS drop-off point, hopefully Monday, maybe Tuesday, depending on what's going on. With the holiday, that's probably going to slow it down, but you should have it. My guess is by the weekend, maybe next Monday. So congratulations, Glenn. All right, we are going to go to the second drawing. Now, everybody can stop saying congratulations. Okay? Don't do this. Guys, no comments. We haven't changed. Okay? If we can't follow the rules, I'm going to eventually it's just going to be I'm going to stop doing giveaways because it's unbelievable how many people cannot follow simple directions. All right, we're going to go over the second one is for the Lion Cooler. Same thing, state in which you live, and an X in there. And we have a winner drawn name of Stephanie Bridges, BN1PL, Texas. Well, that covers everything right there. Texas girl here. So excited to watch you every day. Stephanie Bridges from Texas. You have until 9/18. Jack Scott, you just got tossed for good. You can mods, you can ban him from the channel. That's a simple one right there. And Stephanie Bridges is here as well. Stephanie, same with you. Congratulations on your victory. I will need you to email me your name, physical mailing address, and phone number. I will get those over to Elliot, and Elliot's usually pretty good about getting stuff out on Tuesday or Wednesday. So congratulations to both the winners. And at that point, I just want to check something real quick. Looks like, nope, they've got them good. Okay, thank you. All right, so we will get rid of I don't need this anymore, so that should, there we go, bring me back to that. Make sure it comes up on the screen here. And good, we're back to full. Hey, what do you know? All right. So like I said, congratulations to both of our winners. I am supposed to have something show up in the mail on Monday, which I will be showing you probably Tuesday and giving it away Tuesday night. And then, like I said earlier, Saturday, we will start with the trivia questions next Saturday. So I hope you've been paying attention, because after a couple of years ago where people were saying, well, gee, by the time I hear the question, somebody else's internet was faster and the answer's already gone. So I've got some difficult ones for you this year. So I hope, and I've mentioned every answer in a video, okay? Either a video or a live stream. So we'll see. But Mrs. P and I've got some good stuff for you guys. So, all right. So let's get into Q&A. As per normal, if you've got questions for me, please put them in all caps. It just makes it a lot easier for me to go through the chat room looking for stuff that's in capital letters, and then I know what's directed at me. If you guys want to have conversations amongst yourselves, which I wholeheartedly encourage, just keep it in lowercase. It's all I'm asking. And as our friend Jack Scott learned real quick there, the only rule we have on this channel is you do not be an asshole to me or anybody else in the chat. Otherwise, you are kicked off the channel. We're good. There aren't second chances. Don't care. Okay. If you want to speak like he did, you'll never speak again on this channel. I don't care. People are like, oh, you're going to, yes, I am going to do that. Okay. This is a community that we've built. If I wouldn't deal with people like that in real life, I'm sure as hell not going to deal with them on the internet. Okay. So that's pretty much my answer. If they don't like it, fine. I don't care. All right. Let's get into Q&A. I'm going to scroll up to the top and see what we got here. Okay. Congratulations. Okay. All right. Aaron Dunham. Hey, Mr. P, do you have any idea how close we were Wednesday to nuclear war? We dodged a big bullet with Vlad not putting nuke tips on those ICBMs. Same thing. This is not good at all. I know. You have the former Ukraine commander-in-chief, who I now believe is the ambassador to Great Britain, saying World War III has started. Yeah, you're right. I mean, and again, if Putin would have put a nuclear warhead on there, who knows what would happen? Thank God he didn't. Okay. You have Zelensky out there now asking for Tomahawk missiles. I mean, I love how 2 years ago it's we need rifles and bullets. Then we needed tanks. Oh my God, Joe, we can't do tanks. That would be like declaring war. Then it was F-16s. Then it was F-35s. Then it was HIMARS and stuff like this. And I mean, now he wants Tomahawks. Oh, and Mitch McConnell, of course, came out today and said we're going to send them more money. Mitch, I hate to tell you this. The people had an election a couple of weeks ago, and we all decided we don't want any more of this. So, we're done supporting Ukraine. If they get obliterated from the face of the earth, we don't give a shit. Sorry, just don't. Okay. We're sick and tired of being a bank account for Zelensky's wife to go shopping on. But yeah, you're right. I mean, we are very lucky he did. We need to be very cognizant of what our government is doing, uh, or what NATO's doing. I mean, you notice how the Biden administration, all the NATO members, they all want to keep the war going, but the 2/3 to 3/4 of the public in each one of these countries is like, no, we don't want anything to go there. I got a kick out of somebody sent me an email yesterday saying there was some YouTube channel that said that Biden was going to send nuclear missiles to Ukraine, and that Germany was mobilizing 800,000 troops. And I'm like, for the life of me, I don't know where some people get this information, because it took about 2 seconds for me to look it up, and including the reserves and including all the civilians that work for the Bundeswehr, okay, the German military, that including the civilians, 250,000 people. Where the hell they got 800? I have no idea. So, again, I will say this to everybody. When you hear some of this stuff, if it sounds too good to be true, go look it up. A lot of times it takes you 15 seconds to debunk a lot of this stuff. But I'm hoping to God Putin's smart enough. Mrs. P and I were talking. Damn well Trump has talked to Putin and said, dude, just chill for two months, because come January, Zelensky's shut off. And I think Putin knows that. But, of course, he's certainly not going to just let Zelensky blow up cities willy-nilly. So we'll see what happens. All right. There we go. Oh, YouTube, why are you doing this now? You got to freeze on me? Sure. Of course you did. All right. We still there. Inigo Montoya, thank you for the super chat. What'd you have to say here? If we can even get it open. There we go. Happy Christmas fun. Best sitcom growing up. Happy Days, Dukes of Hazzard, Cheers, A-Team. I'd say I'd go with Cheers. Happy Days was fun when I was elementary school, basically. Dukes of Hazzard, yeah, I don't know if you'd call it a sitcom. I mean, it wasn't a drama or anything like that. But none of those can touch Cheers. So I'll give you that as an answer. All right, let's get back to where I was. Here we go. Country Humans Network. Who do I think has the best coffee, and how do you coffee or K-cups? Best coffee, Dunkin' Donuts. Starbucks is garbage. Seattle's Best is garbage. I'm not a fan of bitter coffee. It's not. I probably haven't had a Dunkin' Donuts coffee in 5 years. I haven't had a Starbucks in forever. But how do I coffee? Let's see. There's a can of Maxwell House coffee sitting on the counter over there in my single cup brewer, and I just put my coffee grounds in there and run it through. That's it. So nothing fancy. My coffee's black. So that's it. North of the 52nd, I expect that most veterans know how to follow directions. Yeah, you think? Because if you didn't, you got pushing up Mother Earth quite a bit. 30 times a mistake. Grandma Gail's research and God's grace. Did you know the great patriot Scott Bennett? He passed away this week. So sad. No, I'm not familiar with who that is. So, Karen Kramer, can I give the information on the dash cam again? It's in the video I did yesterday. There's a link below. It's called Pelsee, Pelpellsee. What was it? The S1 Pro, I think, was the model number. So, Dawn Hill, what is my most important food tradition for Thanksgiving? It's got to be the stuffing recipe, like I talked about, I guess, a week or so ago. That goes back to the old country for my family. So, I mean, sure, you have a turkey every year. Sometimes I do mashed potatoes. Sometimes I do sweet potatoes. Sometimes this year I'm going to do both. I've talked to you guys before about chateau dumplings, and I just can't find them. That was always something we had. Yes, my family's weird. We usually had sauerkraut with turkey, but the stuffing is that's the star of the show. Scott Elder, have I ever made homemade Tabasco sauce? I'm making my first batch this week. No, I've never grown the Tabasco peppers, and there is a specific pepper that Tabasco is made from. So, I mean, it's not like it's just regular chili peppers. This is a specific pepper that I guess the Tabasco company cultivated themselves, and you can buy the seeds for it. But no, I have never done it. Adam Menard, hi Pinball. Thanks to you both for all you do. Would you be willing to share wine recipes or tell me where to find the videos on it that you did? There's one from a couple of years ago that's got the instructions on how to do it. I think it was called Dust on the Bottle. Go back and watch that one. If you just do Pinball Preparedness : Dust on the Bottle, it'll pull right up. That was how to make it from concentrated grape juice or apple juice or peach juice or whatever you want to make it from. To make it from fresh fruit, literally, it's the same recipe, except what I'm doing is steam juicing my fruit, whether it was strawberries or pears or whatever I'm doing. Steam juicing it, getting all the juice, and then it is an equal part. So if I get 4 quarts of strawberry juice, for example, then I go and I make 4 quarts of sugar water to mix together with the juice, so the yeast has something to eat on. That you need the sugar. And I mean, again, the more sugar you put in, the sweeter the wine. The less sugar you put in, the drier the wine. But you're going to need to put, I think it's about 3 cups of sugar per quart of water. Then you just let it ferment until it stops bubbling. But yeah, you can go watch that video. You'll see it step by step. Let's see. Kathy Dyer, will you give us a sneak peek of my Christmas decorations after they are up? Usually you guys get to see most of them around Christmas. But yeah, I'll give you a shot at them once they get them up. I may have it all up by Thanksgiving. We'll see. But I mean, that's going to be my project of what I'm doing the rest of the week. Like I said, my house looks like a hurricane hit it. Okay. B. Carey, do I grow elderberry? Yes. And if so, what do I make with it? Make jelly with sweetener, but still bitter. I just let it grow. I harvest the berries. I mean, I'm not getting tons of berries, and I just dry the berries right now. That's it. I've just got myself a little pint jar of berries to make an elderberry syrup or something if we ever get sick. That's the point. I'm just keeping it that way, and I can just boil the berries up and reconstitute them, if you will. I mean, I'm not dehydrating them. I'm just letting them dry naturally. What is my favorite ornament? Okay, so this is interesting. there's probably a lot of you guys that do stuff like this. You know how people will have a baby and baby's first Christmas, and then they will buy an ornament every year for the kid or whatever it is. But we had done that when PBJ was born, and my ex got all the ornaments and stuff like that, so I didn't have it. So I restarted the tradition when me and Mrs. P got married. So we've got Mr. and Mrs. 2015 when we got married. Then I buy an ornament every year. My favorite up until this year was I had one in 2020. We all remember what was going on Christmas in 2020. And it was like the top 10 things of 2020. It was like, working from home and masks everywhere, social distancing, the great toilet paper shortage. So it's just a funny ornament, right? No, we still got it. And it went up today. Except this year, I got the best one. Found an ornament that is, they all have to have a date on it. So it says 2024. It is a depiction, metal ornament of the fight Trump with the flag behind him. So that was cool. And I found it on Amazon. So if you guys want to see it, go look on Amazon for Trump ornament or something like that. You'll find it. And I got it. It's pretty good. It was about $20, but it's cool to have that. So Tug Hill, what was the crazy weapon Russia used? Saw it on 2 YouTube channels. It's their hypersonic missile. And I mean, the thing is kind of wild because it's, for all intents and purposes, what they put on it was a cluster bomb. Okay. Because the missile goes, separates out into 6 clusters, and then each one of those 6 clusters drops 6 bomblets. So yeah, it covers a whole lot. It's not like one massive bomb coming in. It's a whole bunch of small ones over a greater area. So, I mean, once you kill somebody, I mean, you can only kill somebody so much. Okay, that's it. Flint McRock, Mitch McConnell's a pox on the nation. You're being polite using that term. Leslie Enoch, we've been Zelensky's cash cow. Oh yeah, I mean, come on, his wife on shopping sprees in Italy, them buying a mansion in Miami. I forget, was it a Bugatti she bought for $4.5 million? I mean, this guy was a B actor. You think our politicians get rich off of being in Washington? Hell, go be Zelensky in Kyiv. He's milking half the world for millions and billions of dollars. I mean, there's a reason why Ukraine has always been known as the most corrupt country in the world, and anybody that tries to tell me that Biden or half of Congress isn't getting kickbacks out of this, I would bet my house on it. Okie Ranch wife, there is no reason for the U.S. to give our people or supplies to the Ukraine. Yeah, I 100% agree with you. They're not an ally. They're not a member of NATO. We have nothing for, and as I said, either this week or last live stream or whatever it is, we can't have, we have to protect Ukraine. We don't want Russia on our doorstep. What does it matter if it's the east side of Ukraine or the west side of Ukraine? Some of the comments that these politicians make are beyond idiotic. Jay Myers, wasn't there another 250 million sent to Ukraine this week? Yes, as I talked about that before. Michael Kidder, should I run my Delta EcoFlow 2 to run the battery power down to 30%, recharge it from time to time to extend the battery life? I never have. I mean, again, you're talking, these things have 3,500 life cycles, 10 years worth of stuff. I don't know if that is true. If it's not true, some people say, yeah, you need to do it. Others, I mean, I've never had a problem with mine, but it has been 10 years, obviously. So I don't know. Brenda Rayburn, do I think Steve Bannon would be any part of Trump's cabinet? Nope. 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 Beth Wilton, do you believe our troops will be brought home with the new administration? Many National Guard troops should be here, not overseas. My personal belief, okay, I'd bring them all home. The only ones that need to be off U.S. soil are the Navy, okay? Let South Korea deal with the DMZ. We have no business in the Middle East. Let Germany defend their own borders. I mean, I'm sick of us. I mean, when is this going to end? The Cold War ended 33 years ago, yet we still have to be defending Germany from a Russian attack. Germany doesn't have enough manpower or enough ammunition to defend themselves. I'm sorry. If you can't take care of yourself, I guess you have no business being a country. The Korean War, granted, officially it's still going on, okay? The Korean War has been over for 70 freaking years, okay? I think we could finally stop defending the border. South Korea can do that on their own. I don't get it why our government is like, yeah, we'll pay to protect your country because, Americans have money trees in their backyard. We can afford all this. Oh, we can't. Not when it was $73 for a ham I saw at Kroger today. Miranda Babcock, where do I get news I can trust? I look all over the place. I find confirmation on the stories from multiple sources. I try to find 3 before I come up with anything. Like you guys, and I've told you guys a million times, even with me, check the stuff I say because I have made mistakes. Okay. I try to give you my sources all the time. There's very little on YouTube that I will not go verify, or Twitter or anywhere else. But sources I like, I will read out. Obviously I check out Fox News, Zero Hedge, Breitbart. I will go look at CNN, the Gateway Pundit, Sky News, the Daily Mail. God, but again, if one of them's reporting it, I want to go see. If CNN says something, I want to go see who else is talking about it. Specifically, somebody that's not far left. Is that opinion or is that news? There's a big difference. RLRL, I won Zelensky's $12 million super yacht. Yeah, that's it. Again, you got a B-rated actor, maybe, who owns a $12 million yacht, Guidelines strike. I have more of a comment than a question. I broke my wrist on October 11th. Haven't worked since. Just got word yesterday from my short-term disability insurance, $100 a week. $100 a week doesn't buy groceries. For $100 a week is probably about what Mrs. P and I have to spend on groceries. And that's with us buying a cow. So, figuring that money in there, ballparking it. Hutz John, did I tell Mrs. P that we enjoyed her cameo last time? Yes, I did. So she was sitting over on the couch, so she heard everything I said. There we shot to the bottom. Okay, back to where we are. Got to find it again. Close. Come on. Here we go. I'm in the right spot. Okay. North Alabama hiking. Pinball, what's your favorite Christmas movie? Mine is Christmas Vacation. Mine is controversial. Die Hard. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I'm sorry. Uh, I'm one of these weird people when it comes to TV. I thought Seinfeld was about the stupidest show ever on TV. I was never a fan of Friends. I think the worst movie ever made in the history of man was Napoleon Dynamite. I do not like Ralphie and A Christmas Story. I've never been a National Lampoon's insert word here vacation fan. So, yeah, uh, I'm probably not the one people are going to when they say, "Yeah, recommend a movie to me or a TV show." Let's see. A Goss has got 3 of those dash cams. Yeah, I was reading through the comments on that the other day. I think that company's gotta be going, "What the hell happened?" I mean, I probably read through 30 people that said they went and bought them. So, but I mean, they're for 60 bucks, it's a freaking steal. I mean, because it's front and back dash cams. And it works great. I mean, I haven't had an accident, knock on wood, but what I like about it is I can there's it's right to my phone. Not only is it kept on the SD card that's in the camera, but it's also right to my phone. So even if somebody steals the camera out of my car, gee, I got them on video taking it. RL Dunkin' is expensive for home coffee. Oh yeah. Not buying Dunkin' Donuts coffee for the house. I mean, what do they want? Like 12 bucks a pound or something like that. It's good coffee. It ain't that good. Okay. I mean, Maxwell House does fine for me, but I mean, I buy whatever's on sale. I don't care if it's grocery store brand coffee. It doesn't make a lick of difference to me. It's hot in the morning. It tastes like coffee. That's it. Uh, I'm not a coffee snob. Healthy disrespect for authority. Do I think RFK will try to meddle with vaping? He might. He's not going to get anywhere. I mean, it's no different than what they tried to mess around with. I guess it's about two, maybe 3 years ago, where they made it illegal to sell nicotine through the mail. Yeah, okay. I bought a couple of gallons of nicotine and I froze it. I got enough to last me probably 15 years. I use 7 grams of nicotine in a 4-ounce bottle of juice, which lasts me a week. How many grams of nicotine are in 2 gallons? Quite a bit. Boney June, I wasn't able to grow sweet potatoes, but I was able to get 40 pounds for 10 bucks today. Okay, that's 25 cents a pound. That's awesome. Uh, but you know what? Take a couple of those sweet potatoes and either stick toothpicks in them and put them in a glass, or get a pan and stick them in some soil and start trying to grow slips for next year. Because I mean, I'm within a month of starting to grow sweet potato slips to plant late next spring. Roger Harmon, new here. How and which video do I comment on to get in the giveaways? I give the instructions in the video when I make them. It's always before a live stream. It could be the day before. This time it was 3 days ago. Okay, it depends on when I have the time to make the video. I want to show it to you guys. It also depends on the company. If it's a review video, for example, when their sales starts. I mean, I don't want to do a video 3 days after their sales started and they're going, okay, well, you got 2 days left or something. So I try to time it with them. But it's always in that video only. Follow whatever directions I give. They're different every time. And put it in a comment under that video. Next, what do I think about Dogecoin? That's the meme coin, isn't it? The one that's not even like really real or whatever. No. I know everybody's all hot and heavy. Oh my God, Bitcoin's almost $100,000 or whatever it is. And you're hearing people say Bitcoin's going to 500,000. It might. Okay. As I said in the video a couple of weeks ago, it's all about risk and reward, guys. It's very possible Bitcoin can go to 500,000. It's very possible Bitcoin could go to 5,000. Okay. And anybody that says, oh, it'll never happen are the same ones that when Bitcoin was 66,000 about 2 years ago, said it was never going to go down. And 18 months ago, it was 15,000. They lost 75% of their money. Okay. Now, maybe people bought more, they believed in it. Hey, that's fine. But depending on where you are in life, can you handle swings like this in your investments? If you can, go for it. Okay. But I will ask the same question I've asked 1,000 times before. If the power goes out, how are you going to get your Bitcoin? You aren't. That money's gone. Okay. So whatever you are willing to lose 100% of, that's what you can play with Bitcoin in. Find a $10 bill on the sidewalk, go buy Bitcoin with it. It was found money anyway. But to put your hard-earned money in it, that's, imagine saying, oh, I'm going to put my paycheck into it. Okay. Would you be willing to go to work and say, boss, you don't have to pay me this week? That's the risk you're taking. And when people say, oh, gee, you could take that risk in stocks or something. Sure, you can. I get it. Okay. But I'm not worried as much of, I don't know, say General Electric going out of business as I am a Bitcoin going down to zero. And I'm just pulling a name off the top of my head. Not telling you to go buy GE. So just saying. But as for Dogecoin, no. I mean, the only one I would, if you were playing Bitcoin, okay. Ethereum, maybe. The rest of them, no. How's that for an answer? LC, my wife was just in a not at fault accident. Our 2014 Honda paid off and now it's totaled. What's your best advice for putting ourselves back in the same position? We know we won't be offered enough comp. Yeah, because I'm considering you're talking about a 10-year-old car. The only advantage, I won't say advantage, the only positive that you may get out is used cars are holding their value a little bit better. I mean, I bought the car that PBJ totaled 3 years ago. And to go buy the same car right now, the 2016 Nissan Altima, it was like $3,000 less than I paid 3 years ago. Like, okay, if that car held its value quite well. And so, yeah, you're going to have some payments again. You're not going to have any choice in the matter. But I mean, again, you want to find something that's reliable. Honda's a good, reliable car, no question. Could you buy a 2013? Yeah, maybe. But again, you're buying a used car. You don't know who or how it was maintained before. But again, your thing is just get it paid off as fast as possible. Because when people go buy, I'm going to buy this one, it's cheap. You got the cheaper car, but now you got more maintenance costs because it needs brakes. It needs a new radiator. I mean, and all of a sudden you go, well, you know what? I got the car for 2/3 of what I could have got that one for, but I paid the extra 1/3 in new parts. David Haley, veterans follow instructions. I've been here for almost 3 years and have never had a week off. Love the content. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Yes. Lefty 825. What are Chateau dumplings? Okay, they're bread dumplings. Chateau is just a brand name. Used to be able to get these up in Chicago all the time. Somebody said at one point when I talked about this last year that there was some place in Knoxville that had them. I never found them. I can order them, but I've got to order them by the case. I don't need a case of them. I need a box or maybe two. Eight slices of dumplings. That would be about it. It's not exactly something that's on my diet, but Thanksgiving's going to be a cheat day. Jeff Noon, has anyone seen any videos on YouTube about relief items being sold at flea markets in Fletcher, North Carolina? Video had new blankets, chainsaws, propane heaters, generators. I have not seen anything about that. Uh, but I mean, that just because I haven't seen it doesn't mean it's not true. I'm saying that. Anthony G21, how far away do you have to be from a nuclear target to be safe? It depends on the size of the bomb. I mean, there's a difference between a 1 megaton and a 5 megaton. Uh, this is why you should have, all of us should have a Geiger counter. All of us should have a dosimeter. All of us should have, some sort of NBC suit and mask. Uh, and again, I've shown you guys on the channel before how to create a safe room in a house. If all of a sudden we hear the emergency broadcast service comes up and says, take cover, there's a launch from pick a country. You know exactly what to do. You should already have plastic cut out for the windows. You should already have any, tape there, whatever you need, the stuff that you heat with a hair dryer. It should already be ready to go, put up. You should already have towels that all you have to do is get them wet, stick under the door jamb. You should already have duct tape right by the door so you can seal yourself in there. You should already have a bucket and a toilet seat in there. Preferably, it's a room where you have your food and water stored because you're going to be in there for a couple of weeks. So, for how far that, I mean, way too many variables to give you an answer to that. Carolyn Robbins, will I share my stuffing recipe? If you want to email me, I can email you a copy of it. Kitsy Witty, pick your favorite: fried turkey, baked turkey, smoked turkey. Happy Thanksgiving. I've had deep fried turkey one time. And I always cook it in the oven. I don't. I mean, I've had smoked turkey before, but I've never smoked a turkey before. So, mine's always done in the oven. Victoria, mashed potatoes with carved out center with sauerkraut. Is Yes, I know what you're talking about. You're almost making it kind of like a hush puppy or something like that. Those are really good. Cat Lady Life Dash Cam. I ordered it before Pinball talked about it. Has a 20% off coupon, but price went back up. Uh, Hutch John, do I ever do John Cope's sweet corn for Thanksgiving? Kind of tradition for us. I'm not sure who John Copes is. And I don't do corn on Thanksgiving, so we do green bean casserole. So, yeah, I mean, I could do corn if I wanted to, but there's so much on the table it is. Matt Ritter, Pinball. My elderly dad is a vet too, and wanted to ask what you had for breakfast in Arizona. Okay, I was down at Fort Huachuca. I mean, I'm guessing it was bacon and eggs and shit on a shingle, and God knows. I mean, your typical military fare. It was just in the chow hall. Uh, don't. I mean, times I've been there, so I don't remember if it probably didn't have it. The chow hall, but cactus jelly was always good down there. Having that. Nancy Bellman, rhubarb wine is the bomb. Didn't think it sounded good, but it's wonderful. I don't grow rhubarb, but I keep threatening to every year. That actually sounds good. If you eat rhubarb raw, it's poisonous. You have to cook it. So, Jenny G, does Mrs. P make a Russian dish on Thanksgiving? No, because there isn't a Thanksgiving in Russia. So there isn't a traditional dish. Now, Christmas rolls around, and Christmas is a little interesting because we mix my Polish background, my Czech background, her Russian background. We kind of put together a mishmash of all of them, and so uh, Christmas Christmas is more of a joint effort, but then New Year's for her because New Year's is the big holiday in Russia. That's her meal. So I do Thanksgiving, we do Christmas, she does New Year's. 10-4 man. It's bow hunting here in Ohio. Can you fit in a out of the box stand, or would it have to be custom made? I don't fit in much that's out of the box. I mean, I'm lucky I could buy shoes off the rack. So, Brenda Lisa, husband's family make a steamed or boiled dumpling and they call it shishki. Wonder if it's just what you talked of. Probably something similar because yeah, I've made homemade bread dumplings before, and literally it's wrap it up in cheesecloth, make the dough, wrap it up in cheesecloth, stick it in boiling water, take it out, slice it, and then re-steam it. So yeah, it's probably what you're explaining is probably something similar. Dawn 2023. Do I stuff my bird? Yes, I do, and then I make a whole bunch of extra on the side. I I got a 14-pound bird. I will make enough stuffing to do a 20-pound bird, and I guarantee you the stuffing will be gone before the turkey. Uh, Member Barry, what do I hope to accomplish with my preps this next year? The most important thing is you guys know what my what's the word I'm looking for? Nightmare is, I guess, is getting my pond filled. Uh, that that's the biggest thing that I've got to get figured out. Uh, though a friend of mine said he's going to come over and not Brett, different friend. Is going to come over and help me this winter to do this ram pump. So at least I'll have somebody help me on that because that's going to be a piece of work to get done. And then, I mean, other than that, it's still working security. I mean, I've got my gardens are not on autopilot. I mean, I still got to work them, but it's okay. I've got those all going. Uh, the rest of it is training. It's just, polishing up skills, getting new skills, doing whatever I need. I mean, there's not much more I need to acquire. So, oh, and of course, one of these days I got to get my damn hand license. Pam's Spam. How to find the right tea tree plant and would it grow in California, Zone 9B, San Jose? How long before I get a cup of tea? Thank you for all you do. I have never grown tea, except I have 4 tea plants that are now sitting on my cocktail table, courtesy of one of y'all that sent them to me. The best thing I can do is tell you to look online for some company, the nursery that sells tea plants, and give them the details. I've never done it before. This will be an experiment for me trying to do it. So, north of the 52nd, do I still follow Inside Russia? I bounce in every once in a while, see what Constantine's up to. Honestly, guys, I don't have time to go watch. I don't sit in front of the computer all day long. First off, you guys know it's 7 hours worth of work a day to give you guys 2 videos. All right. I mean, I'm up this morning. I was up at 4:00, and by the time a normal day where I've got a morning video and a lunch video, my entire morning is concentrating on that. At that point, I've got the rest of my life to live. And so I'm not sitting down watching videos. Maybe sometime in the evening, I'll go sit down and watch 10 minutes, 15 minutes of somebody's video. If a topic sounds of interest to me, I'll go watch it. And I've asked you guys this a million times. People send me videos. It's like, watch this. It's important. Delete. I mean, I Don't even bother. I've asked a million times. If there's something that you think is important, you're going to send me what the video is about and a timestamp of where to watch it. If that's not in there, the email just gets deleted. I don't have time. I could, there aren't enough hours in a day to watch all the videos that you guys send me. Uh, Mary Marks, my husband made elderberry grape wine. I don't care for regular elderberry wine. I Elderberry wine is not something that I plan on making. That I made. I'm I've got two elderberry bushes, and the whole point of having those is for medicinal reasons. That was it. Nobody here. Hi, Pinball. Have you taken notice that Thanksgiving used to always be on the third Thursday? Now it's on the last Thursday. I don't know what. It's as far as I know, it's always been on the last Thursday as long as I've been alive. So no, I haven't. Go look that up. I don't think you're correct on that. Susan Mustard, do I think Zelensky will try to move to the United States? He's not going to find a neighborhood anybody's going to welcome him to. You know, I mean, I don't know. Maybe go move next to Obama and Martha's Vineyard or something like that. And it's 10:01, and I wasn't even watching. All right, guys. Well, we've overrun our time. So that would be that. I guess I will see you all in the morning. Have a good evening. Well out.